Shalom, friends. Today I am sharing a reflection that is actually rooted in an older article I wrote back in 2014. It was originally published on examiner.com. They have since closed, but I've refreshed it for where I am today. My understanding of emotions and emotional intelligence has deepened over the years, and I want to walk you through some of that journey. Back then, I was wrestling with the idea of what it means to truly feel and process emotions. Have you ever noticed how one bad moment can snowball into a whole bad day? And how people sometimes say, cheer up, it could be worse. Well, that never worked for me. What I've learned is that emotional intelligence is about learning to be aware of what you're really feeling and finding healthy ways to express it. I even had dreams where I found myself screaming at my ex-husband, something I never did in real life, but those dreams affected me deeply. They taught me that buried feelings don't disappear. As the dream symbolized, I was feeling like I was not being heard. They show up in unexpected ways, sometimes even in our sleep. And I realized I had to start naming and facing those feelings instead of ignoring them. So here's the truth. Being angry isn't wrong. Feeling grief, sadness, or frustration isn't wrong. But emotional intelligence is about how we handle those feelings. Violence, verbal or physical, is never okay. Instead, we can learn to express emotions with honesty and respect, like saying, what you just said makes me angry. It is disrespectful, and I will not tolerate being disrespected. That is emotional honesty paired with dignity. I believe emotional intelligence is a skill we could all grow in. It's not something you either have or don't have. It's about reclaiming emotional integrity, being real with ourselves, and creating space for healing. If this resonates with you, I invite you to like, subscribe, and share this video, and let me know in the comments what's one way you have learned to honor your emotions in a healthy way. Also, check out if you have children. Children have big emotions too, and they need an adult that can help them navigate those emotions, feel them, and express them appropriately. And so that's why I wrote, well, one of the reasons I wrote, my husband and I wrote the Little Keepers of the Garden series. And so you can find the video, the books that we have available in that series on my website, healthyinheart.com. Also on Amazon or in your local store, your local bookstore. So we need to help our children to become emotionally aware and to learn how to deal with those emotions in an effective and appropriate way. Because we have right now a whole society of young people who cannot handle their emotions in appropriate ways. And that is a problem for all of society. So let's teach our children how to handle them appropriately. So until next time, stay healthy in heart.